Good morning, students. Students, in our previous lectures of biomolecules, we have done with you the monosaccharides. And the two monosaccharides that we did with you was glucose and fructose. Now, the next in the syllabus is disaccharide. Students, in disaccharides, we have three disaccharides in the syllabus. These are sucrose, maltose and lactose. So today we will be discussing with you the disaccharides. In fact, disaccharides are those oligosaccharides which on hydrolysis gives two monosaccharide units. So what are disaccharides? So those oligosaccharides which on hydrolysis gives two monosaccharide units. Those oligosaccharides which on hydrolysis gives two monosaccharide units, which on a hydrolysis gives two monosaccharide units, which on hydrolysis will give two monosaccharide units. Am I clear, students? Now three disaccharides we have to do. Example is sucrose. Example will be sucrose, then maltose and then lactose. Students, we have to discuss the structure of all these three one by one. First of all, we will discuss what is sucrose. So when we talk about sucrose, just try to understand very carefully. These are those disaccharides which on hydrolysis gives a unit of glucose and fructose. So sucrose formula will be C12H22O11. Sucrose when hydrolyzed with water. It will give two monosaccharide unit. One will be glucose, other will be fructose. This will be glucose C6H12O6. And fructose again will be C6H12O6. We know the molecular formula of glucose and fructose is same. But what is the difference between the glucose and fructose? As I told you earlier, glucose is aldosis, that is it contains CHO group, and fructose is ketosis, that is it contains C double bond O group, that is a ketonic group. Now, this glucose so formed will be alpha dextroglucose, and fructose so formed over here will be beta dextrofructose. Alpha dextroglucose and beta dextrofructose. Remember what will be asked in the board? The structure. If I talk about the structure of sucrose, the glucose and the fructose unit are joined by alpha 1,2 glycosidic linkage. So glucose and fructose are joined by 1,2 glycosidic linkage. 1,2 glycosidic linkage. What does it mean, student? Or alpha beta 1,2 glycosidic linkage can also be done. Just see the structure. If I make the structure of glucose, this will be C, H, and then if OH group is toward the right side, which form of glucose it will be called as? Alpha form of a glucose. Then C, OH, and then H. If I make this structure, then C, this will be OH, and then H, then C, OH, H, then C, this will be H, and over here they are joined by 1,2 linkage. How will I join? Just see over here. This carbon and this carbon are joined with each other. This is 1,5 linkage and this will be CH2OH. Now see very carefully. This over here is a OH group. Yes, on the carbon number 1. Now if I say the fructose molecule, this will be C. This will be double bond O, yeah, OH, and this will be CH2OH. This is carbon 1, this is 2. This will C. And then over here we have H. This will be OH. And then C, OH, H. And then C. This will be joined with each other. Carbon number 2 and carbon number 5. And then CH2OH. Am I clear, student? See very carefully. This is carbon number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carbon number 2 and carbon number 5 are joined with each other. This is what? OH group is toward the left side. So this is beta dextrofructose. Am I clear? Here in this case, OH group is toward the right side. OH group is toward the right side like this. So this is what form? Alpha dextroglucose. You may see the difference in the structure. This is 1,5 linkage. This is 2,5 linkage. Now, if we remove water molecule from here, H from here and OH from here. Am I getting clear? Carbon number 1 of glucose, carbon number 2 of fructose, they will be joining to each other by oxygen linkage. So they will join with each other by oxygen linkage, O and D. I think I shall be very clear over here. So they join with each other and join with this linkage. Yes, OH group over here was toward the right, OH group over here toward the left. So this is alpha dextro, this is beta dextro, this is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, 4, 5 and 6. So first carbon of glucose and second carbon of fructose, they are joined to each other by means of a, if I say over here, they are joined to each other by oxygen linkage. And this is alpha 1 to glycosidic linkage. What linkage? Alpha 1 to glycosidic linkage. Alpha 1 to glycosidic linkage. And this is a molecule of sucrose. This is a molecule of sucrose. Am I clear? Now see, sucrose is non-reducing sugar. Or in fact, if I make the Howard's projection of this, how will I make the Howard's projection of this? Just see this one. This is a sucrose molecule. This is glucose. Alpha glucose. So OH group will be toward the lower side. And this will be H. Then again over here, if you make this structure, this will be OH. And the another one over here. This will be OH over here, H. Then OH and then H. Then OH, then H, then CH2OH and then H. This is a pyranose structure. Yes or not? And which form? In this pyranose structure of glucose, alpha form is toward the lower side. So this is alpha dextroglucose. I have explained to you, if in the ring form, OH group is toward the lower side. On the carbon number 1, it is alpha form. What we have to take? A beta form of a fructose. Fructose is furanose structure. I mean to say a 5-membered ring structure. So how will we make this one? If we make the structure of fructose, this is 5-membered ring structure. And over here, this will be OH and this will be H. This will be H, this will be OH. Then again OH and then H. Then OH and then H. Am I clear? This will be carbon number 6. This is over here, will be on carbon number 2. This will be CH2OH. CH2OH. So carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over here will be 6. I think I shall be very clear. 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 carbon atom over here. Is it clear, student? You see, this is 5-membered ring. Carbon number 2 and carbon number 5 are connected. So what type of structure? Furanose. And this is what? Fructose. OH group is toward the top. So it is beta dextrofructose. This over here is beta dextrofructose. Now, this is alpha dextrofructose. This OH group is toward the lower side. So alpha. This OH group is toward the upper side. This is beta. If we remove water molecule from here and they join to each other by means of a oxygen linkage. Am I clear? So this is alpha 1,2 glycosidic linkage. So what linkage is this? Alpha 1,2 glycosidic linkage. Alpha 1,2 glycosidic linkage. Am I clear, student? And this will be called as what molecule? This is a Howard projection of a sucrose molecule. Now, either they will be asking you to make the structure of this, or they will ask you the name of a monomeric unit, or they will ask you the type of linkage. This is 1,2 glycosidic linkage. In fact, not calling it as alpha 1,2 glycosidic because this is alpha beta. 1,2 glycosidic linkage. So simply say 1,2 glycosidic linkage or glycosidic linkage. One very common question which is being asked for sucrose, although it have a CHO group, it have a ketonic group, but it does not reduce the Fehling solution or Tollens reagent. As you must have seen over here, in the ring structure of sucrose, neither the CHO group is free nor the ketonic group is free. So it does not give a test with the Fehling solution as well as with the Tollens reagent. So as a note, you must remember a question which is very common in the ISC board. Sucrose is non-reducing sugar. Sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. Sucrose is non-reducing sugar. Sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. Hence, as it does not have free CHO or ketonic group. Am I clear? Hence, it does not reduce the Fehling solution and Tollens reagent. Hence, it does not reduce. Hence, it does not reduce Fehling solution and Tollens reagent. Fehling solution and Tollens reagent. It does not reduce the Fehling solution and the Tollens reagent. Sucrose is a disaccharide which on hydrolysis in presence of acid result in the formation of a glucose and a fructose molecule. Am I clear, student, over here? So sucrose on hydrolysis will result in the formation of a glucose and a fructose molecule. These are alpha dextroglucose and beta dextrofructose. Sucrose is a sugar basically. Fine. In fact, it is a non-reducing sugar. Am I clear? Students, one thing I forgot to tell you. You may also say that it is monomeric unit are alpha dextroglucopyranose and beta dextrofructofuranose. So, as a note you may remember, it is composed of alpha dextroglucopyranose. Pyranose means 6-membered ring structure, and beta dextrofructofuranose and beta dextrofructofuranose. Beta dextrofructofuranose. What is the linkage? Alpha or in fact 1,2-glycosidic linkage. Now as far as uses of sucrose are concerned, it has very common use in day-to-day activities. It is used as a sweetening agent in jams, jellies, etc. and for the preservation of the food products. So used as a sweetening agent. It is used as a sweetening agents. Example, syrups. Then as a preservative in jams and jellies. As preservative in jams and jellies. Used as a preservative in jams and jellies. I think it must be clear to you. Am I clear, students? So what are the units of this? So glucopyranose and beta-dextrofructofuranose. In our next lecture, we will discuss another disaccharides, which will be maltose and the lactose. Remember, maltose and lactose are reducing. Sucrose is non-reducing in nature.